In Indian astrology, nakshatra are extremely important. Through nakshatras, the calculations of dashas is done, which determines when specific event will occur in a person's life. In the Panchang, one of the five components is the nakshatra. Each nakshatra is divided into four padas, which are also used to determine the name Rashi. Even the name of the month in Hindu calendar are derived from these nakshatras. This shows that nakshatras holds immense significance in astrology. In this class, we will learn about nakshatras in detail through animation. Welcome to Applied Jyotish English YouTube channel. If you want to understand and learn astrology in a very simple way, make sure to watch every video on this YouTube channel in sequence. In the previous two classes of Applied Jyotish, we explained Janma Rashi or moon sign and Janma Lagna or rising sign. And while doing so, we used animation to explain the geocentric model, the zodiac belt, and the word chart or the kundali. Every astrology student should thoroughly understand this concept because these terms will be used multiple times in this class. This is the Earth, and the moon revolves around the Earth in a specific orbit, completing one revolution in approximately 27 days. The time it takes the moon to complete one full orbit around the Earth is called a sidereal month. During this period, the moon travels the entire 360 degrees of the zodiac, meaning it starts from a point and returns to the same point in about 27 days. In one day, the moon travels approximately 360 divided by 27, which is 13 degrees and 20 arc minutes. Here, it is important to note that 60 arc minutes equal 1 degree. This is the pair of stars surrounded the Earth according to the geocentric model. While explaining Janma Rashi or moon sign, we divided the entire sky, all 360 degrees, into 12 equal parts, which represent the 12 zodiac signs. Now, if we divide the 360 degree of space into 27 equal parts, each parts represent a nakshatra. The word nakshatra is derived from naksha, which means map, and tara, which means star, meaning it is a map created by the stars. Notice here that the countless clusters of stars in space create a star map around the Earth, and each section of this map has its own specific name. These are the 27 nakshatras: Ashini, Bharini, Kritika, Rohini, Mrigashira, Adra, Punarbashu, Pushya, Aslesha, Mogha, Purva Phalguni, Uttara Phalguni, Hasta, Chitra, Swati, Vishakha, Anuradha, Jyeshtha, Mula, Purvashara, Uttarashara, Shravana, Dhanishta, Satabhisha, Purva Bhadrapada, Uttara Bhadrapada, and Revati. In addition to these 27 nakshatras, there is another nakshatra called Abhijit Nakshatra. However, Abhijit Nakshatra is not used in regular astrological calculations. It is used only in the Panchang for determining Mahurta. Here's another important point. According to Vedic astrology, initially there were only 27 nakshatras, and later the 12 zodiac signs were included. The moon has a close relationship with the nakshatras. As the moon revolves around the earth in its orbit, it occupies one nakshatra per day. According to Hindu mythology, each of these 27 nakshatras represent one of the moon's wives. Among them, the moon's most beloved nakshatra is Rohini, and the least favored nakshatra is Jyeshtha. This is why the moon gives exalt result when it is in Rohini nakshatra and becomes weak in Jyeshtha nakshatra. According to astronomy, when the moon is positioned over Rohini nakshatra, its oscillations or vibration increases. Conversely, when the moon is over Jyeshtha nakshatra, its oscillation or vibration is at its lowest. Imagine how the ancient sages and rishis explained this complex concept so simply through the stories for the general people. According to astrology, the moon gives results based on the qualities and characteristics of the nakshatra it occupies. In a person's birth chart, the birth nakshatra refers to the nakshatra on which the moon was positioned at the time of their birth. For example, observe here, according to the geocentric model, these are the 12 zodiac signs surrounding the earth, and these are the 27 nakshatras or constellations, with the planets continuously moving through them. Suppose a snapshot is taken at the time of moment of a person's birth. In this snapshot, the moon is positioned in Punarvashu nakshatra. This snapshot represents the person's birth chart or kundli. Now the question is, how do you determine your birth nakshatra? To do this, open Google on your mobile and type AppliedJyotish. Click on the search option and open the AppliedJyotish homepage from the search result. Here, click on the menu option. Go to the calculator sections and open Nakshatra calculator. This is the AppliedJyotish Nakshatra calculator. Here, enter your name and gender, type your birth details and enter the birthplace. A location option will appear, select it. Then click on the Know Your Nakshatra button. As soon as you click, AppliedJyotish will calculate your nakshatra. Along with the nakshatra, it will also generate your birth chart or kundli. This is the AppliedJyotish circular kundli, where the outer sections represent the 27 nakshatras. Observe carefully in this birth chart, the moon is positioned in Anuradha nakshatra. The uniqueness of AppliedJyotish Kundali is that the position of the planets, signs, and the nakshatras are represented exactly as they are in space. As a result, both beginner and advanced level astrology students can easily understand the birth chart and the planetary positions. For example, by looking at the birth chart, you can clearly see which nakshatra the moon is in, and you can also determine which nakshatra each planet occupies using the AppliedJyotish birth chart. Additionally, if you look at the North Indian, South Indian, or East Indian style of birth chart, it is not easy to determine which planet occupies which nakshatra. However, with the AppliedJyotish Kundali, this is clearly possible. This is the unique features of AppliedJyotish circular birth chart. Now we will learn about the application of nakshatras in astrology. In astrology, it is very important to know which planet is in which nakshatra, because the result of that planet depends on its nakshatra placement. Each nakshatra has a ruling planet. For example, Ashini nakshatra is ruled by Ketu, Bharini nakshatra by Venus, Kritika nakshatra by Sun, Rohini nakshatra by Moon, Mrigashira nakshatra by Mars, Adra nakshatra by Rahu, Punarvashu nakshatra by Jupiter, Pusha nakshatra by Saturn, and Asalesha nakshatra by Mercury. Here, the ruling planets of the next 9 nakshatras from Magha to Jyeshtha follow the same order as explained earlier. Similarly, for the nakshatras from Mula to Revati, their ruling planets are arranged in order from Ketu to Mercury. In astrology, the timing of events is determined by dasha. Among the various dasha systems, the most effective and widely used dasha system is the Bhimshatri dasha system. The calculations of Bhimshatri dasha is based on the degree of the moon in a particular nakshatra, and the successive dashas follows the sequence of nakshatras ruling planet in order. How is the dasha calculated? When and what events will occur in a person's life is determined through the Mahadasha, Antardasha, and Pratyantardasha. This has been explained in detail in the Dasha and Mahadasha class of Applied Jyotish. The video link for that class will be provided in the description of this video. Now we will learn about Nakshatra Pradas or quarters. Each nakshatra is divided into 4 equal parts, and each part is called a pada. So the total number of pada in 27 nakshatra is 27 into 4, which is equal to 108, a number that holds great significance in Sanatan Dharma. Each Rashi or moon sign spans 30 degrees. If we calculate the degrees of each nakshatras, one nakshatra cover 30 degrees 20 arc minutes. Dividing this into 4 parts gives 3 degree 20 arc minutes per pada. Now how many padas are there in one Rashi? If we divide 30 degrees of a Rashi by 3 degrees 20 arc minutes, the degree of one pada, we get 9 padas. Thus, each Rashi contains 9 nakshatra padas. In a birth chart, the result of a planet are interpreted based on which nakshatra pada or quarter it occupies. According to the Parashari astrology system, the construction of Navam's Kundli, that is D9 chart, is based on the theory of nakshatra padas and rashis. The Navam's Kundli will be explained separately in an Applied Jyotish class. Video link will be given in the description. The name Rashi, name-based zodiac, is determined from the padas or quarter of the nakshatras. Each padas corresponds to a specific syllable, which is used to decide the naming or the name of a person. This topic has been explained in detail with animation in the Name Rashi video. Now let's learn about Gandamul Nakshatras. In Vedic astrology, 6 nakshatras, Revati, Ashini, Aslesha, Magha, Jyeshtha and Mula are called Gandamul Nakshatras. Observe the Applied Jyotish birth chart. Among the 12 zodiac signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius belong to fire elements. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorns belong to earth element. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius belong to air element. And Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces belongs to water element. We all know that water and fire elements are opposite. As a result, the boundary line of these signs, such as Cancer, Leo, Scorpio, Sagittarius, and Pisces, Aries, a defect or tension is created, where water and fire elements are placed side by side. Observe carefully. The nakshatras located exactly along these boundary lines are Aslesha and Magha, Jyeshtha and Mula, and Revati and Ashini. In other words, These 6 nakshatras have water and fire element positions side by side. This is why in Vedic astrology these 6 are called Gandamul nakshatras. Gandamul represent a defect or challenging placements in astrology. Individuals born under these nakshatras often experience considerable obstructions and challenges throughout their lives. In Muhurto or auspicious time determination, one of the 5 components of Panchang is the nakshatra. The Panchang considered 28 nakshatras, which includes the usual 27 nakshatras plus Abhijit nakshatras, treated separately. This topic has been explained in detail in the Applied Jyotish Mahurat class. In the next class, we will learn what a birth chart or kundali is. Additionally, we will explain in detail how to read birth chart using animations. That's the end of today's class. We will meet in a next class. Greetings. Stay well, stay healthy. Namaskar.